Well. Hello, everyone. Hello. Now you can see what I've been doing for a while. I've been working on a request by one of my subscribers. I'm too lazy to look up the name. Sorry. I've been so busy doing this and having fun with it. Well, I've been working on a request from one of my subscribers, which was for Salem, the hedgehog from Salem Adventure. Oh man. I asked permission to create this before I created. Also, I've been working on some animations because I was working on animations for it to get on Genesis Redux project. I'm only going to show you the animations that are custom and made to based on Salem's actual animations. So far, I made two. This one was just really easy because all I had to do was just pose the arm and put it in front of him, which was pretty easy. It took me a second. But what I just got done doing, which took me about 2 hours to make because I made it from scratch, was this animation. And I'll show you the running animation. Yeah. Yep. Kind of proud of it actually, because this is my second animation made, from scratch, from start to end. It's still incomplete because Genesis Redux project uses one whole idle animation, so I still gotta make his little when he looks around. I'm gonna have to look at more videos of all the animations so I can see what else he can do. But as you can see, yeah, it took me about 2 to 3 hours to make this. It was 3 because I started on this around I think 3 o'clock, 3 or earlier, 3 or 2 o'clock, and I finished just now around 5:30. This is what I got so far. I'm a bit proud of it, and I really hope there isn't a stripe right there. Cause man, getting these stripes on there were a pain. It was hard because of the way Sonic's faces are made. It was kind of hard to even get this line to look straight. At first it was a big hump right here. It was curved, and I had to move the faces around a bit just to make it look normal. And the one on top was the easiest because I didn't really even have to move any faces. But these two right here, they were being a bitch. And I managed to create his vest. His vest is still incomplete. I gotta make the sleeves. Didn't make the sleeves yet. But not too worried right now. I gotta fix that sock. I'll fix that soon. Oh. I don't have to fix that. I love fixing socks. Anyways, yeah. I would have finished this sooner, but because I'm working, I get 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours to complete this. And this is how he looked with Sonic's original animation. But here's his run. I slowed it down because it looked hard to see the run. Because it kind of looked like he was running backwards because of how fast it was going. But yeah, that's his running animation. I like how I can, I like how Salem has some of his own custom animations. That way I can have, make him a lot different from how Sonic moves. That gives me a lot to mess with. I love making animations. It's fun. It takes time though, but it's fun and all. But another reason why I've been taking so long to update anything is because, well, work, and work is really rough. So today, tomorrow, and a day after. No, today and tomorrow is gonna be me working. Man, I am so out of there. And plus, I'm not sure. I'm just hoping I don't have a tumor because my head has been hurting in the same area every day. I'm hoping I'm just being an idiot and over exaggerating with a headache. But yeah, that's to mention. As for the level playing on GRP, I haven't done that either because I've been really caught up on animations and modeling. I've been making. I've been recently trying to make a female model in case just to get prepared for in case someone wants me to create a female character. Hopefully, it has big boobs because I really like boobs in a round, firm size. Yes, big round size. And yeah. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, I'm doing requests, yeah, and I'm doing requests on characters, and yeah, this is an example of what I'm gonna do, yeah. I also been working on Zane, and I'm thinking if I keep getting better at making these fan characters, if everyone would allow me, I would plan to use. Oh shit! Look at that clipping. Anyways, I would plan to use these characters in a movie series. Not a movie series, but a couple of like animated movies I want to make. Please tell me there's no stripe right here. Please. I don't want to do no more stripes. I'm not good. Yeah, I'm not good. No, but I plan on making a movie series. Not series. I don't want to say series because I don't think I'm going to work on it that long because I hear a lot of people bitch about how much time it takes and how they don't have the time to do it and how long it takes to get all that done. So I may not do too much of it. I may make like one little animated movie and finish it, and that's it. But yeah, and also I've been recently getting good with Blender, so clothing is starting to barely become a problem for me. I managed to make another shirt. I made a shirt that it's like a jacket. You know those? No, it's a coat actually. It's a coat like the ones from the Matrix, but you know how they have it open? They just leave it open. It's a coat like that. And I made some pants and some new the little wristbands that go right here. I actually made the wristbands I actually wanted, so I could delete these and put the little wristbands that I created for another one of my fan characters. Zane wasn't originally intended to be like a really big thing, but he's starting to become bigger than what he should have been. So there will be more attention on Zane. Also, I plan to make 2 characters, which may take a couple of months to get started on. I plan to make 2 new characters of mine. One, which is my original character in Sonic form. I mean, in a Sonic style. He's gonna be a cat. And the second one, who was originally supposed to be a hedgehog, because me drawing him so much when I was a kid. Well, you didn't know that. I drew him so much when I was a kid. He was a hedgehog the whole time. But I changed him into a wolf. Mainly because his resemblance is a little bit too close to Salem, and I don't want people going, "Oh, you're just copying Salem's style and shit." And no, that's not what I was doing. I mean, I had the guides the same exact way since I was a kid, like elementary, man. Before an elementary, and the things that's similar about him is because he's green, but the difference between this green, he's a lot darker than this. He's like a army type of green. He's a dark shade of green. He also has these three spines, but instead of having stripes, he has a different kind of little design here. One that I've never seen anyone else do. That's why I kind of like it. Um, he also has marks on his cheek, but his color and his bangs right here are similar to Salem's. That's another reason why I didn't want him to do the But his eyes are yellow. He has marks on his face. He has marks right here on these too, but his marks are yellow. And his skin color is like a lot darker, darker than Sonic's, darker than Shadow's. And his gloves are fingerless. But yeah, so I'm changing him to a wolf because of how he looks so close. How he looks kind of like Salem, like kind of like a rip off of Salem. And what else? Oh man, I am so out of here. So tired. I was supposed to be in bed like 2 hours ago, but I wanted to work so much on Salem. I wanted to at least show you guys the progress before I release it. So I guess that's all I'm going to talk about right now. I also plan to release another video some other time about what I think about the Blitz Sonic engines that's been made lately and how they disappoint. Well, not disappoint, but how they kind of upset me. I'll tell you a little bit. The thing that upsets me is how everyone focused so much on Sonic, like his moves and abilities. To me, that's all is good, but I honestly feel like they should take so much focus off of Sonic and focus on the stages. The stages need attention too. Like, stages need elements, hazards. Like, what makes a puzzle, what kind of made Hang Castle what it is because it had a few puzzles in it, and you had to solve things to get out. You couldn't just get out, you had to solve your way out. And like lava levels, what makes those what makes a lava level is the hazard of having lava in there. And you know, there's everyone favorite kind of thing, which I personally love myself, is when something's chasing you. The reason why I mention this is because in lava levels there are usually those lava floors that tend to raise up and follow you, or like in one of the Sonic levels from the classic series, there's a lava wall that comes towards you as you run away. I can't remember which game it was. I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog 1. No, it was Sonic 2, Hilltop Zone. And I think the lava was going up. And then there's another part when it's going vertical. And then, see, I'm pretty sure if they add, like, doors, they may not believe, most people may not believe this, but if you add a switch that could affect the door to your engine, I'm pretty sure there will be at least a few more people out of a different genre, or there'll be a few more people that like Sonic would join and get that engine, because by adding this switch in this door, you're making a huge effect on that engine. And I mean, like, adding this door, you can make it so that the switch can be activated by killing a bunch of enemies in one room. Then they allow you to get out. The switch has to be found before. Man, I forgot these engines don't really have that much in enemies right now. But these switches can be activated for you kill yourself. I can't think right now. My mind is so off right now. The switches. I can't think. Oh man, the switches can be hidden around the map, and they can be hidden around the map, and you activate it and it opens a certain door. You go through that door, you can continue. You do your little long run and shit, and then some people like doing this. You do your little long run and shit, and then you get to another puzzle area, and you have to find certain enemies. I know that shit gets annoying sometimes, but that means you just gotta know what you're doing if you're gonna use this. You gotta make it interesting. And this has been done in some engines. Water has been added. That's the thing. See, now I can make a water levels, which is another level I plan on making next. And adding water and bubbles, so you could drown in it and you can pick the bubbles. So you can make a annoying ass water level. Those are freaking interesting. Like the water temple, yeah, but it doesn't have a bubble. And man, I know I said I was gonna talk about a little bit of this, but I'm getting too caught into it. I just want to do it now. Spikes had already been added, but damn, who the fuck even notices spikes? No one notices spikes as much as anything else. Breakable objects, they could be added in there, but they're not actually just that necessary. Breakable objects seem to be there just for looks. If you use boost, you could break a wall as you continue to boost through it and shit, or you could spin dash and make it slow. Actually, it can make an effect, because if you haven't got enough boost to get through that level, you may end up having to go even slower because you have to stop to do a spin dash. And some engines you could just hurry up and just roll and do it. And then falling platforms, those could be useful for sky levels. What else? Switches. Yes. Yeah, no matter how I think about it, switches gonna be like every day. Cause you could do so many things with the switches. I know that much. But what I really want to see is like especially in Salem Adventure. That dude did good with that. I love that. I haven't played it yet, but he did good with it. You could do that thing like have the giant ball Indiana Jones style. Have the giant ball chase you as you run through the level. And people will be like, oh, this is fucking beast. Because then you can make this giant ball roll down and chase after the player. And then some people like to boost, and boost challenge. Here's the boost challenge. Add in that sidestep, you could have them boost and sidestep and dodge walls and shit that will slow them down and get them killed by the ball. And they jump, just like in LS5 Engine 2, you can make them do those short jumps. So you have even more of a challenge to that. And then jump the gap and the ball falls because it's a dickhead and it doesn't know how to think. Dickhead fall. Oh, not dickhead and ball, it's just dickhead fall. What else? I'm trying to think of more effects. Because there may not be that many effects, but these effects and switches is what make a stage a stage. Like right now, I can tell you why not having this stuff. Because not having this stuff leaves the game empty. Bouncers, hoops, and all that shit. No, that doesn't count because it's in every fucking level. It's gonna be in every level. It's most of the time it's kind of required, and you see it so often. It's just there. And you're like, okay, it's just part of the level. What makes a level is what is that word? Fuck, I'm like so off. It's how it's unique to the other levels. It's different. It's not alike. Like, oh, and wind effects. That one, you know how you do the wind effect and it picks up Sonic and move him around? That one I know that could be fucking easy as hell, because I want to know, why can't you just like attach that effect to, like, how do I explain this? Alright, let's do it this way. I don't know if you could do this with Blitz Sonic, but with the Blitz engine. But have an object move the player on the local, on the what's that shit called? On the local axis of an object that they put in the level. And you know, if that player, if the person that's created the map wanted to angle that wind, that then they could just turn the object, and that way when a player runs into that object, they'll fly along that local axis. So it'll be like, hold on, stop running, Salem. That's magic. All right, let's go to create.
Hello guys,
Go
it's
like that.
me again.
So,
This time, as you can see, I
whatever.
changed my name and title, Virtue.
Whatever.
And
The fuck you
no,
keep
it
on.
was really because on my Skype my name is still Virtue.
Okay.
Aldra 96 used to be 69. It's a very
All right.
old
So
name I use.
the local axis
Change it.
is, well,
Um,
the y.
as
Put
you
it
can
on the
see,
local
what I
y
really want to show you
axis,
guys
because
today
that would fit
was
more.
my model.
Yeah.
I
All
did a
right. Let's
bit of
say the
updating
positive
to
way
it.
of the wind is going up right now. You know,
I
you can
updated,
probably
what I
affect how
added
hard
on
the wind
was an
push in
earring
a certain
and a
direction. You know, putting the
wristband that
positive
made
will make it
myself.
go up, putting the negative will make it go down. So the player,
The
if they walk into
wristband
this
I did
box, which will
was kind
most
of
likely be
inspired on
invisible in
something from
game, so you don't have to
Tyson,
see it. If they
aka
walk into this box,
Damnit.
they'll float upwards,
I don't
and
know if
then
you
when
can
they
see
get
it
up
in
here,
camera.
they'll stop. You know, when a player gets hit
This is the
out,
one that
they
originally
keep just
decided to
bouncing on it.
wear this
Also,
wristband
when they
on.
float out of the
I
wind,
decided
make
to do
sure
my makeup.
you add
Did up
physics
my
to
own
that shit.
photos
Don't
like
just
the
have them float
Halloween
out the wind and
face.
they just stop immediately
And
right there. Make them pop up a little, you know? It's throwing them up. That way you don't have to worry about doing a
shine to
fucking
the
bounce
earring.
effect. It just automatic. This whole thing just does it
Things to
itself.
say about my model.
And
Oh,
alright.
almost forgot. I updated his crouch animation.
I don't even text on this part. Alright. Now
I changed it from
here
the
comes the part
original
why I'm
blind
talking
one that I
about
used to do
put
to
it on
something
the
I made on my own. I actually
have the wind be
make
go
this
in the
magic
direction
myself.
of the local y-axis.
Look at all that
Is
paper hand
now that you
painting
turned it,
with the
if the
watercolor.
player walks into it, they'll go in this
It
direction
used to
instead of
go
going straight up.
unipolar
They'll
actually,
fly
but
towards
I
this
switched to
way.
get it this way. I plan to
Now,
update his
look what I could
jump
do
and
with this.
spin to something
Duplicate the mission
a little bit more
selection.
different, because
Move it, and now
honestly,
put
I'm trying to
fuck,
make
fuck,
him as
fucking
different from Sonic as possible,
fucker,
which means
turn
I'm
that
gonna
off.
change his
Put it
gloves not
over
to
here
let
and shit,
ninja shoot.
and then I'm
And
go
you
turn the
probably already
motherfucker.
noticed this,
That's
but I'm
how I'm
actually
gonna do it.
going to use
Alright.
demonic
Yeah,
tools in
look at
this
that shit.
area.
Yeah, nice. Whatever.
So
This is my poor
here
version
you
of
see
this
the more
shit.
demonic looking
Alright,
version.
so now I
But
made two
yeah,
of them.
yeah,
You
pretty much.
fly into this one,
I'm
and
actually
make
also
sure you
working
have this
on my
connected to this one.
original
You
fan
fly
design
into
version.
this one, then you fly in this direction, and then
Gonna
so
be
on if you make more.
PvP pretty
See?
soon.
There you go. Wind
Actually,
effect.
he's not gonna
Wind
come
effect.
back.
Now, as for
This
the
type of
lava
guy
effect, I
works
noticed
with
something.
bangs and I do
I noticed that people
a
make
cold head.
just
I was gonna
everything
make him
stay
a
fucking
hedgehog
still.
originally. He
But
is a hedgehog, but I think I'm gonna
I
change him
noticed that I know
to
that
a different hedgehog. Not
Sonic
but
Sonic
basically
Kid Next
a new
Gen,
fan
he
character.
created moving
Get the
enemies,
tire
and
shot.
I'm pretty sure maybe other people did that too. But he created moving enemies that go towards the player sometimes, and then they have the one that goes in a random direction.
So I'm
Now
planning to change
Sonic is
that.
affected by these enemies and he's hurt, right? So to do this raising
Next,
lava
the
effect,
stage.
how about
The
making an
stage is
enemy that you can actually
equipped by
customize in a direction that it
CTB
moves? It only moves in one direction, doesn't follow anything.
1995-16.
That should be easy. I know that should.
This is called
Make it a
Green Hill Canyon
make an
by
enemy called
LF12.
lava that will
Or
actually
wait, no wait.
move in one
Take
direction
that back.
and hurt Sonic. Sonic can't destroy this object.
And
And
I plan to play this map
um,
with a couple of
I
maps.
don't know how you guys are gonna make it to when it
That
stops.
would most likely include
You
me,
could probably make it just a
Dr.
demo version that
Jeremy,
it keeps going in
and
one direction. Then
RD
the
Joker.
player could just get the fuck out the way and let it keep going. But
so
Make it
far
so that you
I
can make
really
this
haven't
enemy and it
gotten
moves in
more
one
development.
direction and keep going
So
stuff.
I was kind of
Right?
looking into recruiting
But I
more
think the
people
problem
to
with that is
join
that
me and
fucking
playing
box
GRP
shit.
and
But
making models and stages because
hopefully one of you could
you
figure
guys
out how to
where you
make it so
live
that we could customize
are on
that
a different
box.
are in a different time zone than I am, so I
I
rarely
don't know.
talk to them.
That's as
That's
much as
why
I
I'm
could think
hoping
about the
to
lava thing. And the
really
doors,
GRP
I
multiplayer
I know
GRP
in
videos often,
one of the Blitz Sonic engines,
like the ones that
someone
you
managed to make it so you could stand on animated
but
objects.
if you
And
guys are
but the problem
interested
is it
in
doesn't
joining this
update it
and
all
doing
the
all of
time like
this,
it's supposed to.
then hit
So
me up
if
on
the object
Skype.
is moving,
My
if the
the name you
object
have to
is
search for is Shiro the King.
okay, that's the problem.
ShiroTheking. No spaces. When you search it, it should
If
pop
the
up as me.
object
So
is
you
moving in
can
one
type in
direction, I mean, if the object is
TIGHTELVIRT.
moving towards Sonic or the player, it
Yes,
usually
it
goes
does.
through him. Like for instance, if the player stands on top of an object that's moving up, it would go through them because it's moving, towards
Oh,
them.
actually, I got
Someone
one
explains
more
this
thing to
better than me.
explain
I
about
forgot
the
who it was,
windows.
but it'd go through them as it moves towards
Currently,
them.
I'm added
But if
two
Sonic
more
is trying to
games
go
this level
against
to
that
beat
object that's moving
multiplayer
up,
because
um,
because Aloix was
it
actually nice
should
enough to put
it
a lot of
should
break on here.
act
Despite
as a
all this hard
wall
time
because
doing that on this beautiful
that
stage,
part is not moving towards it,
I decided
right
to actually
towards him on that
add
axis. It's
capsule
just going
morphs in here
up.
this time. So hopefully,
I think that's
if
how
the
it works.
others
I'm not sure.
are willing up to beat me in this
Um,
race,
because I seen him do it on
I'm
the
actually good
spinning
enough to beat me in this
windmill. He
race.
could just walk right through it. I
Then
mean, he could just
hopefully
walk
they will
against
merge
the
me with
wall
these
of the
capsules.
windmill that was just spinning. But when he got in the middle of its path, it just goes right through him because it
Don't
doesn't
worry, I'll
update.
make
But
sure
if he
they
moves
go at
along
least through a
with it,
practice
it'll
run
kind
of
of
the wall
update
mill
with
to
him and
locate it since I will already know.
he'll touch it.
Or do
But
you
he'll
guys
still fall through
prefer
if it stands
de-facto?
still.
And it be more
So,
like a race between the
you
players?
know,
You guys
now
decide.
the idea
Alright,
is
peace out.
whenever this
Title
animated
controls.
object
Subscribe to
moves,
my
the
channel.
collision actually affects the player. I mean, the collision doesn't affect the player. So how about making a code to when you touch a certain switch, it actually affect it actually activate an animation of an object. So this animation that you made probably in frag motion or something, um, this animation would be activated. You'll have the door move up or outward or however you want the fucking door to move. You have the door move upward or outward, however you want the fucking door to move. And you know, because it's move, it's actually just not working. But I heard from someone that if the animation stops immediately, like it'll make a default collision at the wall. It make a default collision at where it was before. So if that really does happen, you could just have it so that it activates the animation into a loop and makes sure it never ends. And whoever makes that door animation can make it just spin, you know, just spin. And as it spins, in frag motion, when you make this animation happen, you could shrink it and make it look like it's not there. So as it's spinning, it'll just keep on moving. Just make sure it's spinning in the direction that Sonic will be going, or the player, and you'll just walk right through it, right? So there's your doors and switches and shit. Hey, hey man, I think that's how. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, that's my fault. I'm so sorry about that. And that's that. I have a lot more on that, but I can't think of it right now because I don't know what the hell is going on in my mind. Probably a tumor. Hopefully not. Just really hope it's not. Okay. Well, I'm done, guys. You have a nice day. Make sure you subscribe and like. Please don't forget to like. Please.